So we're going to start out with making the fennel dish. We know this is finocchio, right?
Finocchio.
All right, and when you get it in the grocery store, you buy it in a bulb like this and you cut off this top. So why don't you cut those pieces off? And sometimes it's a little brown looking around the bulb part. This we don't throw away, right?
No, stock.
Stock, okay, good. We're going to save that for stock. But what we're going to do today with this is we're going to bake this. And this has a nice licorice flavor, right?
Yes.
How did you have it at home?
My father would have it like this, well, not cooked, and he would put olive oil, and we'd cut it, and we'd eat it, kind of like a celery thing, like you're doing now.
Right.
Small pieces was excellent.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this up into quarters. We're leaving it on the core because we want this to hold together. So once we have it like that, you want to put it in some boiling water, and we cook it until a knife easily goes into the bulb. So we have some here that we cooked a little earlier, Bob. See how nice that looks? And soft.
All
Look,
right.
nice and soft. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make some flavored breadcrumbs and a cream sauce for this. So in this pan, I want you to put a little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
And
This
while
extra virgin?
extra virgin, put it in, and we want to get the pan hot.
Okay.
Put the garlic in. Let me get you a spoon. Do you do a lot of cooking at home?
I do.
All
My
right.
wife and I do together cooking. I like that.
What kind of cooking do you do?
It's all kinds. I do some Italian, you know. I do. We do fish, and I know
good.
you're doing fish today, so that's
Yep.
good.
Favorite dish, okay. So with this fennel, we're going to do some flavored breadcrumbs. That's why he's using garlic and olive oil, getting it soft. So let me get the herbs really minced up. Why don't you put those breadcrumbs in? Not all of them,
Okay,
just
okay.
maybe half. And when you make breadcrumbs, you really want to start out with good bread, not breadcrumbs from a box. They really are not very good at all. They're not going to taste very good in the dish that you're making. You can make your own breadcrumbs from stale bread. I'm sure your grandmother did that, saved all the
Absolutely.
heels of the bread,
Exactly.
and saved enough so that when she had enough, she got it dry, and then she rolled over it with a rolling pin, and she had flavored breadcrumbs.
Yep.
All right, we're going to give this a little salt,
Salt.
a little pepper, not too much, and the herbs. Les herbes go in. So in go those herbs. Now you can see this is going to be really good. And we just mix that around until it's fragrant and flavorful. So before you came over, because I know you were going to direct me today, I made a sauce. And here it is right here. And a cream sauce, sometimes it's called a cream sauce, although there's no cream in it. This is a sauce that we started out with making a roux. You know what a roux is? We started with a little bit of butter, flour. We made a mixture of
Cream.
paste, milk,
Yeah.
and salt and pepper. And you can make it ahead, but then when you go to use it, it may have thickened up a bit, so then you may have to thin it down. But this is perfect. So this is our sauce. Doesn't that look good?
Covers a spoon.
Covers the spoon. That's right. You've been listening. All right, that's looking good. So now all I'm going to do is pour this beautiful sauce right over the fennel. You know, people who don't like fennel are really going to like this, because as this fennel cooks, the flavor gets very, very sweet. Isn't that beautiful and succulent? Think of how good this is going to be with the fish when we get to the fish. All right, now, how do you like cooking on camera?
I'm a little nervous, I have to say, of course. Who wouldn't
Okay.
be?
All right, so now you can put those crumbs over the fish.
Okay.
Now, gently. You need a spoon, though.
Oh, I
Let me
use
get
that
you a
spoon,
spoon.
no?
Yeah.
Another spoon?
Yeah, you
Okay.
want a spoon to do that. Real nice and even. And he's neat, too.
Trying.
And while you're doing
Trying.
that, I'm going to put on some Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. And we all know what that is, don't we?
Well, I do, and I do know, I want to say PDO.
PDO, Protected Designation of Origin. What that means is that this is a cheese, and here we have some right here for you. This is a cheese that comes from a specific region in Italy. Why don't you go put that in the oven?
Okay.
350 degrees uncovered until that's nice and crusty. Parmigiano Reggiano, a cow's milk cheese from Emilia-Romagna. As I said, it's a PDO cheese, which means that it can only be made in that region. And it has to be made according to specific rules. Would you like to try a little piece?
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, and you want to serve it at room temperature, and you always want to use an almond cheese knife like that. So that's for you, because you
Thank
did a
you.
great job on the breadcrumbs. All right, so now we have that. How is it?
Delish.
You need a little wine with that.
Oh, thank you very much.
I think I'll have a little sip
Do
too.
another chin chin.
Chin chin. Okay.